Blood froze on the ice under a full moon's glare. Kale's massive paw slammed down one deep print in the snow, right at the edge of the Shadowfang den. Grim's exiled brother had returned, eyes burning with 3 years of hate. His first howl shattered the night, a promise of fangs and throats, brothers torn apart. The pack's world cracked open in that single, deadly step. If raw wolf betrayal grips your soul, subscribe now. Smash the bell. Stay to the end. This family's war changes everything forever. Tomorrow's episode drops right after. The Shadowfang pack holds their brutal northern ridges. 200 square miles of razor peaks, frozen pines bent under endless snow, and valleys where wind howls like lost souls. 10 wolves fight on, after the trap wars. Alpha Grim, 7 years of scars and iron will. Luna, his mate, with fire in her eyes. Thorn, Beta Prime risen in blood. Rhea Thorn's fierce sister, Beta. 3 yearlings forged into hunters. Pups Ash, Little Shadow, and Flint, growing fangs on scraps. Ember, the snare survivor, with a limp that never quits. Family ties bind them, but winter's famine claws at ribs, making every breath a battle. Grim's rule stands solid, since humans fled Thorn, loyal at his side. Territory pushed south with fresh claw marks on every tree. Pups tumble stronger, yearlings stalk like ghosts. Elk herds tease from afar, but hunger never sleeps. Howls echo unity at dawn. Yet a new scent rides the gale musk of betrayal, thick and old. Tonight's nightmare, Kale returns. Grim's own brother, exiled 3 winters back for stealing food and challenging the Alpha in famine's rage. Bigger now, ribs thick with muscle from lone kills, scars from fights no pack would survive. He knows every hidden den, every weak flank, every pup's cry. One print near the heart of Shadowfang, and civil war ignites. Trust bleeds out slow. The pack smells death in their own blood. Dawn clawed through thick gray clouds over the Shadowfang Valley. Grim led patrol, his massive black frame plowing knee-deep snow that burned like fire on paws. Thorn stuck close right flank, yellow eyes scanning every shadow. Yearlings spread wide, young muscles straining to scrape fresh marks on ice-crusted pine-steep gashes warning intruders. Luna stayed denside, her breath steaming as she nosed the entrance clear of drifts. The cold bit deep, wind whipping fur like needles. Rhea hit a boulder hard, claws raking white stone, until bark bled sap. Her hot breath clouded the air, mixing with the sharp tang of pine sap and pack musk. Yearlings copied fast, bodies low, learning precision over power. Little Ash Pup watched from the den mouth, his once limp paw, now steady as he rolled in fresh powder, practicing Luna's camouflage lesson. Snow stuck to his gray fur, turning him ghost white. Grim paused, watching the future of the pack hid in these games. Ember limped ahead on the old trap line, her healed leg twinging in the freeze. She taught yearlings the signs. Faint wire glints under crust, unnatural bait scents like oiled meat. The pack gathered meager vole scraps from at dawn scuffle-teeny bodies, still warm. Grim tore first, blood dripping black on snow, then passed chunks down the line. Luna got hers with a nuzzle. Hierarchy flowed smooth, but every wolf's ribs poked sharp under stretched pelts. Thorn froze, at a ridge pine, nose buried deep. Foreign musk hit him old blood, wild kills, lone wolf rage. He growled low, steam puffing from jaws. Grim circled the tree, hackles rising slow. The scent lingered faint, days old maybe, but it stirred ghosts. No full alarm yet patrol pushed on, but heads turned more to shadows than borders. Wind carried faint howls from south ridges, mocking their steps. Pups burst from den in a tumbling gray bowl, yipping through steam breath clouds. Luna led play hunts, pouncing frozen shadows with mock snarls that echoed off cliffs. Ash nipped Flint's tail, earning a playful cuff that sent him spinning into drifts. Joy flashed brief, lighting hollow bellies. Ember dropped hair guts at their paws' warm innards. Steaming, her rasp voice warned of lone wolves. They eat their own when packs turn. Pups licked clean, eyes wide with half-understood fear. Midday squall hit hard, snow-stinging eyes like sand. Den huddle formed tight buddies pressed fur to fur, sharing heat against the bombshell. Grim groomed Luna's rough, tongue rough on old scars, reaffirming the bond that held them. Thorn paced the entrance tunnel, paws churning ice, ambition cooled to cold duty. Rhea nuzzled Ember's side, sisters since whelping scars bound deeper than blood. The wind screamed outside, carrying that musk again, fainter but closer. Afternoon stalk chased fox tracks through choked ravines, red fur tees, vanishing in whiteout. Pack returned leaner, paws bleeding from crust. Yearlings drilled evasion locals, dodging imaginary snares in the drifts. Grim watched Thorn snap corrections, voice a low rumble. Trust rebuilt in these small acts, bite by bite. But Thorn's eyes flicked south too often, mind turning on the scent. They paused at Gray's grave. Snow mounded high like a white scar. Pack circled silent, muzzles touching stone-cold earth. Low howls rose, mournful waves rolling down the valley. Pups learned names of the fallen Heregrays. Wisdom lived in their steps. Rituals knit, frayed edges tight. Loss hung heavy, a lesson in how fast packs shatter. Wind shifted sharp at dusk, carrying a deep, rolling howl from the south ridge to controlled, to knowing. Thorn bolted upright, ears pinned. Grim silenced him with a glare that cut like fang. No blind chase, finish patrol first, map the threat. Daily life ground on, but dread coiled in every gut. Snow fell thicker, burying prints but not the fear. Night circle formed in den heart, alphas at center like a beating core. Pups nursed on bone marrow scraps, tiny bellies rumbling still. Thorn whispered to Rhea in the dark. Intruder musk circled the east flank. Her eyes gleamed, yellow fight brewing. Lessons drilled deep tonight. Patience over panic, but exile's shadows stretched long across their world. Grim lay awake longest, staring at frost-cracked ceiling. Brothers' scent stirred old wounds, nights of famine howls. Kale's teeth flashing in the dark. Alpha weight pressed heavier than snow. The pack slept fitful, dreams of fangs and blood. Dawn would test them all. Grim's bark cut the pale sun. At midday hunt call sharp as cracking ice. Pack ghosted down valleys, noses questing through biting wind for elk trails. Yearlings fanned wide on ridges, pups den-bound under Rhea's watch. Hunger nipped heels raw again, poststorm prey vanished deep, forcing longer stalks. Snow burned paws bloody, breaths came ragged. Thorn crested first, spotting the herd, through pine haze a weak bull lagging, ribs like Grim's own. Grim signaled low rumble. Surround tight. Pack exploded from cover, snow spraying like blood. Coordinated fury shaking drifts loose. Luna hamstrung the beast clean, legs buckling. Thorn dove throat deep, hot spray painting white fur red. Kill hit ground, steaming, guts bursting, steam clouds. They tore in savage Grim first, jaws ripping haunch, blood thick on tongue chasing famine's ache. Luna next, eyes locked on his betas, shoved yearlings back, order iron. Pups would eat later. But Thorn paused mid-bite, head snapping up. Musk hit strong watcher in the pines, eyes on their feast. Air thickened with threat. Relay started brutal. Grim gripped throat, dragging heavy through crust that clawed back. Yearlings hold legs, muscles screaming. Ember lagged behind, nose tracing parallel prints weaving their trail. Lone wolf shadowed them mile for mile. Grim dropped load with a snarl, hackles full moon high. Exile taunted, testing without strike. They veered hard to intercept, bursting pines in white explosion. Kale's shadow flashed ridgetop bigger frame, wild scars gleaming. Pack pursued hot, snow flying, lungs burning. He melted into thickets, knowing every bolt hole like his own veins. Challenge unmet, but meat secured narrow. Frustration snapped in every fang. Den feast hung tense, as Rhea portioned pups tiny chunks, their whines piercing. Thorn growled theories to Grim. Spy for rival packs. Or worse, calling shots alone. Grim stayed quiet, jaws working meat slow, mind-mapping counters, survival twisted now-fid bodies, guard souls. Wind rattled den like bones. Night watch doubled instant chairlings, rotated short shifts, eyes bloodshot. Ember taught decoy howls from her spot, mimic elk bleats to lure fools. Thorn took longest, senses razor on the gale. Musk circled closer, paws pacing his own prints. Dawn patrol found bait pile ripped open, rabbit guts scattered, no kill taken, just massive prints circling tight. Kale played games, wearing them thin. Pack innovated fast, overlapping patrol routes, false trails dragged in snow. Famine forced boulder hunts tomorrow, no choice. Bellies full tonight meant fight tomorrow. Yearling jocks tripped a false scent, Luke Kale's cruel game, leading to dead drop-offs. Thorn snapped hard correction, jaws clipping air. Unity strained thin like ice, but hunt meat glued it. Exile forced new edges sharp. Every shadow held fangs now. Grim climbed overlook at dusk, eyes piercing white vastness. Lone wolf circled wider, ghost on their lifeblood. Survival challenge doubled fill bellies, or bleed dry watching ghosts. Howl rose from his chest, deep warning to the wild. Pack answered below, voices steel. Ember gathered yearlings by fireglow strode. Lone wolf truths. Exiles eat rotten kills. Fight bears for scraps. Go mad alone. Her rasp painted pictures grim. They nodded. Drills sharpening. Night deepened. Threat coiling tighter. Luna curled tight with pups in den glow. Ash's healing paw pressed to her chest fur. His soft whine stirred milk long dry from lean days. Guilt clawed her had patrols left them too exposed. Dreams flashed Kale's fangs ripping Grim's throat. Mother Bond's armored steel resolve, but fear gnawed deep. Grim paced alone on the peak, moon silvering his scars. Brother's betrayal replayed endless famine nights. Kale stealing kills from pups' mouths. Challenge snarl under stars. Exile bite had saved the pack, but guilt chewed bone deep. Alpha doubt whispered, my blood weakness invites his return. Wind tore at him like judgment. Thorn wrestled fire by den mouth, staring coals to embers. Kale's raw power tempted Dark Alliance visions of co-leading. Luna's nod turning his way. Loyalty to Grim clashed hot ambition. Pack blood pulling opposite. He snapped at shadows. Gut twisting. Packed first. Always but what if? Rhea confided low to Ember in the huddle. He knows our pub's exact cries. Sister scars wept fresh. Tears freezing whiskers. Emotional web tangled brutal love for kin. Hate for traitors. Survival's cold math. She nuzzled hard, drawing strength. Fear gripped throats tight. Yearling jocks whispered fears to Luna under furs. Will he steal my place? Like he wants Grim's. She nuzzled deep, sharing strength tales of packs that ate their weak. Psychological forge hammered fear to ferocity slow. His eyes hardened, young. Pups huddled extra tight tonight, sensing storm in adults' stiff tails. Ashwind chased dreams. Tiny body twitching. Luna soothed with rumble songs. Heart aching raw. Innocence fueled the whole packs. Fire lose them, lose everything. Thorn faced Grim at Midnight Ridge. Eyes locked, yellow fire. Low rumbles past, no words. He comes straight for you. Grim nodded slow trust, earned in blood now. Rivalry bent full to brotherhood. Tension easing like breath. Ember relived exile night fever. Hot Kale's wild snarl. Grim's fatal bite driving him out. Dreams returned, snarling. Pack licked her old wounds fresh. Emotional glue holding cracks. Pain mirrored theirs. Exact. Luna cornered Thorn private, in dawn half-light. Ambition blinds brothers to graves. He bowed head low. Guilt flashing raw like fresh kill. Family pool trumped power hunger full. Psychological storm brewed hot, then cooled to steel. Pack howl rose unified under endless stars. Voices weaving tightrope. Emotions steeled hard exile. No match for blood-forged bonds. Valley echoed back their power. One last shared glance. Ready? Grim dreamed brother pups together. Tumbling innocent woke snarling reality. Doubt died there. Resolve burned pure. Pack slept deeper. United dreamless. Midnight wind carried Kale's howl. Clear deep challenge rolling like thunder off ridges. Grim bolted upright instant. Pack exploding alert silent. Scent trail burned hot straight to river ice. Cracking under moon. Threat crested full. No more games. Thorn scouted ahead low. Vanishing snow. Kale waited open. Frame massive. Fresh scars from solo wars gleaming wet. Bigger than memory. Eyes locked murder. Grim approached solo first brother code demanded. Snarls erupted instant. Fangs flashing steel. Pack ringed silent shadows. Breaths held. Kale lunged explosive fangs. Clashed sparks. Bodies rolling ice. Grim countered hard. But exile broke guard shoulder rip spraying arc. Thorn flanked fast. Betrayal exploded raw. Kale bolted straight for Pup's Den tunnel. Luna charged from dark. Fury unchained. Rhea tore his flank bloody ribbons. Yearlings harried legs. Nipping heels. Jocks drew first blood. Young Kale thrashed. Wild aiming babes. Chaos whited out world. Ember sprung Pack's decoy snare. Perfect wire bit his paw deep. Yanking halt. Thorn locked. Throat hold. Iron. Kale thrashed agony. Eyes pleading Grim direct. Brother mercy moment. Blood pooled black. Grim pinned final. Jaws flanked deep. Decision flashed exile permanent. No mercy. Second time. Massive bite drove him ridge off. Tumbling snow. Pack howled triumph. Earth shaking. Cost hit. Grim limped bad. Shoulder torn hell. Den secured breath by breath. Pups untouched miracle. Kale's broken howl echoed retreat south not dead, but shattered. Humans traps faded memory. Internal war peaked blood-hot. Pack reborn from ashes fierce. Thorn-shouldered, grim, home-steady. No challenge whisper loyalty, sealed in brother's blood. Pups nosed safe, tails wagging wild. Threat exploded hierarchy to dust. Rebuilt stronger. Dawn broke over bloodied ice. Tufts fur pyre, smoking faint. Ember reset snares, grinning pain. Explosion past thunder. Vigilance etched permanent now. Kale's shadow fled south deep, tail low. Pack stood ridgetop, transformed unbreakable core. Howls sealed it eternal. Yearlings named the Night Brothers fall. Scars mapped new borders inside. Turning point burned deep. Grim's wound bound tight by Luna's tongue. Dawn week. Pack rotating care shifts endless. Thorn led first patrols. Solo beta risen full alpha hunts. No resentment shadow shared throne natural now. 9 wolves, strong, lean lethal machines. New ranks locked. Thorn Kofar fields. Rhea pups, eternal guardian fangs bared. Yearlings earned warrior names jocks. Icefang, others following. Territory triple marked borders. South pushed bold. Pups drilled defenses early savage ash. Led mock charges snarling. Flint baited fakes. Luna's lessons doubled brutal. Voices echoing cliffs. They grew inches overnight. Eyes knowing. Ember crafted warning howls. Genius mimic Kale's exact tone. Lure fools to doom. Deception weaponized full. Her leg healed faster on meat surge. Limp ghost only. Grim's rule evolved deep. Council fires, with betas nightly. Wisdom shared over bones. No more solo, fang team steel. Bonds iron forged in trial, fire, unbreakable. Hunts boomed, sudden elk herds crept back, spring hint. Bellies filling first-time moons. Fur gleamed thick, strength rippled muscles. Pups romped bold drifts, yips joyful war cries. Ridge overlook claimed permanent watchpost. Thorn manned first eternal. Exile lesson, carved stone. Kin deadliest foe, always. South winds clean now, sense fresh promise. Pack howls reshaped deeper. Unified thunder, rolling miles. Transformation complete. Family fortified walls. Traitors mere ghosts fading. Legends born in blood tonight. South borders pushed aggressive. New kills claimed. Kales sent dust long gone. Shadowfang rose immortal. Shadows turned allies sharp. Future etched fangs behelians, eternal unity bledage. Wild endless arena. Choices carved to them gods of frost. Pact breathed as one, ready forever. Grim from peak watched sun-gilled ridges. Brother gone. Pack whole. Sacrifices price. Legends live. Wolves carved truth in fang and frost. Blood ties cut deepest wounds. Loyalties bite saves or slays. Shadowfang pays full price. Endures unbreakable. Evolves eternal. Survival sings raw. Wild hymn no human hears. This pack's fire scorched you. Smash like hard. Comment. Exile mercy or kill. Subscribe. Bell blazing daily saga roars on tomorrow. Famine claws back brutal. Thorn faces gut trip. Choice betray grim to feed starving pups. Shadowfang fractures from the heart.